Hello everyone, Daisy here with the second day of the 12 Days of Trend series that I'm doing with Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life. Today is day 2, and so this is part of our past trends, and our trend for today is lots of layers. So I am starting with a photo and lots of layers behind it. I think I end up with 4 different layers of paper behind my photo. And this is a photo of my youngest daughter, Evie, and she is, this summer she has decided that it's time for her to learn how to walk the dogs, and so this is one of the photos that I got of her walking them. And she's doing an amazing job. Even though they are big dogs and like to pull, she is really holding her own with them. So I have these, the first paper that I backed my photo with was from Maggie Holmes' Bloom collection, and it's the one that has like wood grain on one side and butterflies on the other side. And then I'm using this, it's from Crepe Paper Hello Love collection. I'm trying to use some things from my stash, so some of these are pretty old. I decided I needed a little layer between the wood grain and that heart paper, so I'm adding some blue raspberry cardstock from the Cardstock Warehouse. And I apologize if you can hear my dog drinking in the background, because of course I'm doing a voiceover, so she's right there drinking. So anyway, the heart paper is from Hello Love, and then I have this cut file, and I have no idea where it's from. It's just one that I had cut before and never used, so I thought that I could get it on this page. And then I have that green paper and that leaf paper. Those are both from a We Are Memory Keepers collection. I think it's called Tiffany's or Tiffany or something like that. It is very old. It's one of the first things that I bought when I started scrapbooking. And I've been hoarding it because I also love it. So I do end up getting a couple of pieces on here. I add that pink heart paper. That's another Crepe Paper Hello Love paper. And I'm playing around with this layout here, but it is completely going to change. I am kind of in a slump, a scrappy slump right now. I have not like created anything for a while, and I am just not, I don't know, I just have no blood flowing to my creativity. So each layout I have done has been a huge struggle, and this layout is no different. So I am playing around with these things, thinking I'm just not loving it. I'm not hating it, but I'm not loving it. So I'm going to get a little bit further here, and then I'm going to go to bed for that night and come back the next day and try again. And I do plan out the layout before I come on video, because otherwise this would be like a 4-hour long video. I'm not even kidding you. Which is funny because at the, end of the layout, it's actually pretty simple. So yeah. Oh wow, what are you gonna do, right? So I'm thinking I really like that green paper, but I also really love this leaf paper. So I'm gonna layer them up together. I just cut it down to like I think the green one is like 6 inches, and then I cut the leaf one down a little bit. And I'm using a piece of white cardstock. This is actually a new cardstock that I got from Cardstock Warehouse. It's called Starch White. And so it's white, but it has like, you know what recycled paper looks like, where it has like those little specks of colors in it? It's got that. So I'm really liking it right now. So I decided I would try to use that. And then just sticking everything down. I did ruffle up the edges of those 2 strips of paper. And because I did that, my photo wasn't going to lay flat, so I put some fun foam behind it to make sure that it adheres really well down to the layout. And then I'm going to start with these butterflies, and these butterflies were fussy cut out of that Maggie Holmes Bloom paper. I just cut a whole bunch of them out, and yeah, I'm going to go to town with them because they end up being kind of a big inspiration for me once I started playing around with them. I kind of knew where I was going to go with this layout. So sometimes it's just finding that one piece that just really speaks to you and using that and then kind of basing the rest of the layout around that. For me, it used to always be my photo was that one piece, but lately I've been finding I've been inspired by other things like certain pattern papers or, you know, like these butterflies or even sequins. And I have built entire layouts based around that one piece of inspiration. So this unfortunately takes a little bit of time. I am going to adhere all of these butterflies down, and I am going to pop the wings up on some foam. However, I only do a few of them on camera, and then I do the rest of it after I'm done with the layout because I realize how boring it probably is to watch that. But I do leave sticking down all of the butterflies. I tried to mix them up so the patterns were not like near each other, and then I also tried to kind of turn the way they were flying. And I know butterflies really have nothing to do with this layout, but you know, there's always kind of the symbolization of butterflies where, you know, my daughter is kind of transforming into this big girl in front of our eyes. I mean, she is a big girl. She's 9, so she's almost 10, so she is, you know, a big kid. But you know what I mean? Like, you always see your kids as your babies, and then all of a sudden, like, you wake up one day and they're like these grown people, and it's sometimes it's hard to deal with, I'm not gonna lie. But anyhow, so just layering up these butterflies, and I love that. I love that they're walking into the butterflies, and I really like how that turned out. And I'm a little surprised at how well the butterflies go with that other pattern paper that I used, because they really don't have any of the same colors or anything. But I am very happy with the way that turned out. And then I'm going to use this title piece from, I believe it's Pebbles, the patio party, and it's just going to say happy day because she was so proud of herself this day. I think this was the second walk she took them on that day, and yeah, really proud of herself. And those are kind of a wood grain, so I decided to pull out some sequins here. These are called Into the Woods from Spiegel Mom Scraps, and they are a mix of the wood grain sequins that she has. And so I pull out, there's some that are clear with a wood grain pattern on them, and I really like those, so those are the ones I'm going to pull out and just stick kind of in amongst the butterflies here. So if you haven't already, head on over to Christy's channel and check out her layout for today. It's adorable as usual. And I will see you again next time. Again, we're doing one a week for the next 12 weeks. So you definitely want to subscribe to both of us so you don't miss out on any of them, and check out our next week's layout. So see you again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.